percentage.
Yo, what's happening? Shout out to the gang in the building, man.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Man, let's go, man. When y'all tap in, make sure you hit that like button, man. We about to get litty tonight. Listen, I already got like the inspiration from my guy Adam, my guy Gary, you know, Papa Gary. They already called me on my top already, man. They like, listen, Rap, you got to bring the energy tonight, man. We playing the damn whack pack. You hear me? So we got to talk our shit tonight. It just is what it is. Oops. I cursed already. Ain't even 5 minutes in the show. It's all good. Hey, let's get it though, man. Let's give y'all a shout out, man. We got Frozen in the building, man. Shout out my guy. Shout out my guy, Frozen. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna get back to you, Frozen. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to you real quick, man. But shout out my guy, So Dat Kid in the building, man. The broski. You already know what time it is, man.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
We got Gary, Papa Gary. I already told y'all. Papa Gary in the building. Let's go. Let's go.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Queen Mary in the building. Let's get it, man. Mr. I Want to Mock in the building as well. Let's go.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
We got Frank in the building, man. Appreciate you, Frank, tapping in with us tonight, man. Appreciate you scolding in the building. I see you. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's go, man. Let's get it.
2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Man, look, we got some ish to talk about. See, I'm gonna try to keep my cursing down, man. We got some ish to talk about. I'm gonna try to go to church this Sunday, so I'm gonna try to keep my cursing down a little bit, right? You hear me? But you know, we gonna try. I ain't gonna make no promises, but we gonna at least try. You hear me? But man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out my boy D Woods in the building, man, from SKOL State of Mind, man. Let's go, man. Y'all go sub my guy.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Go sub my guy up, man. Listen, hey, listen, SKOL State of Mind. Listen, we vibing tonight too, man. D Woods, if you ain't doing nothing, man, shit, just let me know, bro. I got you, man. I'll send you the link. You hear? Let's go, man. Shit. But man, listen, Frozen, man. Listen, Frozen. Hey, look, I know that you're not as excited as most people about Jaren Mahomes Hall starting on Sunday, but you gotta come. You have to join the squad. You hear me? Like you have to join the family. It just is what it is. Like. I know deep down inside, like I know you don't want to see Josh Dobbs roll back out there, man. I know you don't. I know you don't, man. Come on, man. You want to see Dobbs back out there? Like at least give us a fighting chance. Listen, if nothing else, right? If nothing else, seeing Jaren Hall out there is going to be entertaining. So me and Papa Gary were actually talking about this, and we said, look, at the state of this team right now, the truth of the matter is this, man. We really, I mean, deep down inside, we honestly have nothing to really play for. Like, to be honest with you, because we can be honest as Vikings fans, even if we make the playoffs, bro, we're not competing. Okay. Like, we just got to be real. Now, if we make the playoffs, your boy RAP gonna be lit. I'm gonna be happy that we're in the playoffs. We're gonna root for our team, of course, but in reality, and that's what we like to bring to the channel, reality, right? And in reality, this team just isn't ready, man. And you know what it is it's us losing our damn quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, but who knows, man? Jaren Mahomes Hall might turn into damn, might turn into that guy. You know what I'm saying? We got to see, man. He said, I think Seattle's gonna drop both games. Shout out Minnesota Sports Talk, man. Al in the building. Let's go, man. We got Cody in the building too, man. I see you score for like Barber gonna fade you up, man. You already know what time it is. Let's go.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
For sure, man. Look, but again, I'm super excited about Hall being in though. Like finally, man, finally, Kevin O'Connell dropped his nutsack. You hear me? Like finally, bro, and made it happen. Listen, it was long enough. I think this move probably should have been made about 2 weeks ago. I know they were saying. I'm watching Jaren Hall's press conference. He said it took him about 2 weeks after the injury happened. So, what week was that? That was week 7. Was that week 7 or 8? Man, listen, the truth of the matter is he should have been in weeks ago. That's just what it is. He should have been in weeks ago. All right. Like you ain't gonna tell me that Jaren Mahomes Hall is much worse than what is going on with Nick Mullins, all right, and Josh Dobbs. Like straight up. Like I feel like I can damn near compete. You hear me? So like that's why it makes me mad that we didn't give this guy a chance a little sooner than what happened. Like the injury was unfortunate, but you know what I mean? Like you gotta put the man in, dog. And I'm excited. I'm excited, man. It makes Sunday worth it. Much more worth it. You hear me? For sure, man. Shout out. He said best Vikings content creator out right now. Let's go, man. Shout out my guy, man, Lando.
And the Ric Flair.
And I named fire too, Lando. I like that, man. You know what I mean? That sound like a nickname that we'll give out in Charleston, man. Like Lando. That's fire. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate the love and support. That's a fact. You know, Skolin said, hold on. Let's see. Man, look, the thing is this. The thing is this too, man. We have the Packers on the radar, right? Now, if you ask me, I'm not too worried about the Packers. You hear me? Like, to me, the Packers are the damn Packers this year, where they're worse than the Lions, and I compare them to the damn Bears pretty much. Now, we lost to the Bears. You feel me? We lost to the Bears. But I think we can beat the Packers regardless of who's the quarterback. I think there's a way to beat the Packers regardless of who's quarterback, because their defense is bad. All right. And Jair Alexander isn't going to be on the field. So, with that being said, I mean, that just makes it even more exciting for Jaren Mahomes Hall. Not to say that Jair is that big of an impact, but he is a good player. You feel me? He's a good player. We can, you know, we can't diss the man that much. But again, that's just plays another thing that plays in our favor. You hear me? Like, that's a fact. Hold on. I got you. Woods. Hold on. I'm about to send it right now. I got you. About to get my boy to tap in, man. We're gonna talk some Vikings football. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? You know what I mean? Why not, man? Let's get it, man. Hold on. Let me send this to myself real quick, and then I can send it to you on what you want me to send on you want me to send it on Twitter or Instagram? Hold up, real quick, y'all. Real quick. I just gotta send this to myself real quick. All right, bam. We in there. All right. While I'm at it, we gonna start a poll, man. Will Hall ball? You heard? Hell, they talking about shit, man. Hey, listen. What we not gonna do is talk down on my damn quarterback. You know what I'm saying, are we not gonna do? Are we not gonna do, man? Listen, Hall is my quarterback until he show me that he ain't. That's just what it's going for. That's what it's hitting for. So y'all gonna see when RAP become a stand of the quarterback, y'all gonna know. Because once we get a decent quarterback in there, I'm going to war for him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be arguing with motherfuckers in the chat. Like, hey man, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. We got somebody, man. Hall might be that guy. I'm ready to see it. Let me see. Let me type him up. And I just sent it on IG. D Woods. I just sent it on IG for you. But yeah, man, shit, I'm excited though, man. Hey, look, Sodak, man, how you feeling about the game, Sodak, man? What going on, man? What's the vibes, man? Drop the vibes. Mary said we have nothing to lose. Yeah, what for sure, Leadership, the game will not define. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Like, listen, we have nothing to. We really, honestly, like, there's nothing to lose in this situation. Like, nothing but fun and enjoyment. Listen, we're gonna go into the new year with a clean plan, and we're gonna say, all right, this is what we have. Do we need to be aggressive in the draft? Listen, there's a lot of things. I said this in the video about Jaren Mahomes Hall. I said, listen, there's a lot of things at stake right now. Like, we gonna figure out. We're gonna answer a lot of unknown questions that we just gonna answer some questions after Sunday, because if we see him play a full game, because from what I saw from one drive, if he could play a full game like that, shit is what it is. You hear me? It is what it is. Oh, hold up. I'll resend that on Twitter, bro. I got you. Hold on. Yeah, but you know, like, listen, I'm super excited. I'm super excited, man. Ain't nothing to be mad at. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find you. If I can find you on here, man. I know we done talk on this mod. Hold on. Scroll. I can't even find you on, man. I can't even find you on, man. Copy that shit and send it to yourself on Twitter. I can't even find you on Twitter, to be honest with you. I thought I know Damn well we talked on Twitter, but I can't see. I can't see you in there. Send it to yourself. I got 1,000 messages, bro. But yeah, let me see, man. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? Hold on. We got some new people in the building, man. Hold on, man. Let me see who we got in the building. It's going to be entertaining, sure, whatever way you want to look at it. Hey, that's a fact. Frozen said, once we have a good QB, nobody's going to argue. Hey, that's a fact. Hey, that's a fact. That's all we want, man. Goddamn. That's the way to calm the Vikings fan base down. Just get us a damn quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Just get us a quarterback and we can chill. Like, we'll start complaining about the center or some shit. You know what I mean? I feel a lot better arguing about the center position than I do the quarterback position. So I'm gonna be all right with that. You feel me? Like, hey man, we might need a new center. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's just what it is. We need to do something there. But shout out North's in the building, man. My bro, man. Salute. For sure, man. Shout out North's in the building, man. I think MWO was in the building. Did I miss my boy, man? Was MWO in the building? Y'all let me know, man. I think I'm missing people, man. Everybody flocking in. MWO is in the building, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to you, brother. I'm gonna tell you, MWO. Hey, listen, MWO. Every time I think about you, bro, like for real, man. Much respect to you, man. That shirt that you wore to SKOL Fest, man. I need that. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I need that. You know what I'm saying? You guys send me that link. You say you were gonna send me that. I need that. That shirt was too fire. You feel me? Like for sure. Shout out MWO, man. You know what I mean? MWO always bringing the heat, man. You got that drip. Y'all don't sleep on my guy, man. Hey, how about no? Appreciate you. How about no, man? Let's get it, man.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
For sure, man. Let's get it, man. Anyone read that article saying they figured out Flores' scheme, shift O-line? Oh, wow. So that, hey, boy, I haven't read that article. How about no? But that's, hey, yeesh. I hope they haven't, man. We gonna see. Listen, I put it like this: if the Packers come in here and they smack us, like they able to put up 30 plus points on us, yes, it's gonna start getting concerning. All right. Now I know injuries is one thing, but ain't no way you go from not letting a team score a touchdown to all of a sudden, as we in the thick of things, there's no way. There's no way. Something definitely got figured out down the line, and that might be the case. But no, I still have faith in Flores. Listen, I love this. I love this front office right now. The head coach. I know there's people down on Kevin O'Connell and down on Flores right now due to the past couple games. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Like, I'm loving what we got. You know what I mean? Because the truth is this: us winning the us winning 7, 8 games, however many games we finish off with after this, and being that we started out 0-4, 1-3, whatever it was, like I'm telling you right now, man, Kevin O'Connell put together some wins with little to nothing in the shed. You know what I mean? Little to nothing. Like one of those things where, you ain't got no screwdriver, you got to go grab a butter knife. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. So we got to give it up for the boy in some way, whether you like him or not. You know what I mean? Whether you like him or not, you have to dig a little deeper and be like, damn, the boy pulled a butter knife out because he ain't have no flathead screwdriver. You know what I'm saying? So hey, let's get it, man. Shout out my SKOL bro in the building, man. SKOL Mafia, let's go, man. Shout out. Shout out Joker. I see you, my guy, man. What's going on with you, man? Appreciate you tapping in. For sure, Two-Tone Tony in the building, man. It's a border battle. I'm hyped. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact, Tony. I'm hyped too, man. I'm hyped about this battle, man. I definitely believe we can win this game. Like that's a fact. I think we can win. I got us winning this game, to be honest with you. Like I don't see us losing to the Packers. I never pick the Packers over us. You hear me? Like for sure, never. I don't give a damn if they got Aaron Rodgers, damn Donald Driver, whoever, Jordy Nelson on the squad still. I don't give a damn. I will never pick the Packers over us. I don't give a damn. That just ain't gonna come out my mouth. I'm always gonna predict. One thing's for sure, y'all can bet rap gonna do. When I do score predictions, we at least win in 2 games. You know what I mean? Like for sure. I'm always pick us beating the Packers. I don't give a fuck. I can't stand them motherfuckers, boy. Like for real, I really don't like them. Like for real. I don't even think I got a friend that's a Packers fan no more. Like for real. I really don't. And if there is, let me know. 'Cause I forgot about you. Keep it real. What's up? Let me in the building, man. Shout out my guy, man.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
What's happening? We in the building, man. You already know, man. We talking about this damn Packers and Vikings matchup. Listen, the Vikings. Did anybody see the Mina Kimes thing about the Packers? Can anybody elaborate on that? Like, was it good? Was it bad? I mean, listen, I seen something about DVO or whatever it is. You know that shit they were throwing at us. I think she was like boosting up Jordan Love, saying how Jordan Love's good and this, that, and the third. Man, stop it. All right. Jordan Love is not good. I don't give a damn. He might be okay, but to put good on there, man, stop it. All right. This with Kimes. Chill.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Bro, your ass ain't good, man. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put him in the dirt. Shout out Vikings fan 123, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Let's go, man.
And a Ric Flair.
Nick with about time, man. It's Jaren Mahomes Hall.
And a Ric Flair.
Listen, man, they haven't played Jaren Mahomes Hall because he not doing good in practice. Like, is that it, man? Like, hold up.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice.
Talking about practice?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
Practice. Now I'm saying not the game. Now, I mean, not what he did out there. You know what I mean? In his one little drive. I don't care. Listen, we're gonna hold on to that one drive until we see different. I'm holding on to that one drive. You hear me? Like, for real, I'm holding on to that one drive. That drive was intriguing to me. I want to see more. I don't give a damn. I want to see more. You know what I mean? Like, for real, man. After I see a quarterback do something like that, I need to see more. You know, this is what it is, man. Like, for real, this is what it is. Let me see if I can find D Woods on here. I know I got him on Twitter. Let me see. Oh, here we go. There we go. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I need to see more, man. Randomly, imagine Hall takes us on a Super Bowl run. Hey, bro, randomly random. Hey, I rocked with the name too, man. Shout out to you tapping in with us tonight.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
Hey, look, could you imagine? Like, shit, I see it. You know what I mean? I can see it. I can envision it, man. I can see it, man. I see it. Listen, I got faith in this guy, dog. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I do. And maybe part of it's because I know some of y'all feel the same way as me, but I've wanted a good quarterback so bad to where, like, I'm just willing to take the chance, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know he's a 5th round pick, and you know, people say he doesn't have the NFL arm coming out of college and this, that, and the third. Listen, I believe in change, man. Shit. I think he can wake up on the right side of the bed on Sunday. Shit, I'm going with him. I got faith in the guy. I got more faith in this guy than I do in Nick Mullins and Josh Dobbs. Like, that is a fact. Like, I have way more faith in this move, you know? So, hey, for sure, man. Hey, shout out to Norse, man. He said, I'm going to have a few purple gang and prayers, flags, man. Hey, let's go. One goes to Gary. Hey, let's get it, man. It's up to you and Justin to set up the drawing. Only one is that Mary gets one free entry. What y'all say about that, man? Let's get it. You already know what we say about that. I'm gonna tell you what we say about that right here.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
Let's go. You damn right, Norse. We definitely doing that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, man. For sure. You want to know what really made me mad, Norse? Like, what made me mad is SKOL Fest. I was supposed to take this flag, right? And you know what's crazy? I'm blaming it on Purple Gang, man. Because y'all saw me do that video before I jumped on that plane when I did the video right here. And I said, oh shit, my wife calling me. I gotta go. And I got up out this chair and posted that video. Y'all could have commented and said, hey, don't forget the flag. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, because I right now, like, all of this white is supposed to be filled with signatures from all of y'all, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of upset about that, but it's all right, man. We'll get it done next season. We'll get it done next SKOL Fest, man, next year. I ain't forgetting that shit. I'm putting that. Hey, so Norris, when you see like a week before I go to Minnesota, when you don't see the flag behind me, that's why I already threw it in the bag just so I don't forget it. It's gonna be the first thing in the bag. I'm gonna use it as the bottom liner of my damn suitcase. You hear me? For sure. But yeah, man, that's gonna be fire, man. Appreciate you for that too, man. I love that thing. I love it, man. Norris, that's what's up. Hey, yeah, facts, man. Shout out Norris, man, the real MVP, man, for sure. For sure, man. Listen, man, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to getting D Woods on here and see what he got to say about this game. I'm looking for. I think Day might tap in, man. Day said he might tap in if he ain't doing nothing. So we're gonna see, man. We might have a little show tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We might have us a nice little show tonight. We might start. We might start talking spicy. Like it might get spicy, man. But shout out to Justin Jefferson for hyping up the boy too. So like this is another thing though that I want to, and I don't want to talk about Kirk too much. Like we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But what I do want to say is it just shows that Justin Jefferson is a stand-up guy. And the truth is this: he's gonna say good things about any quarterback. So this is for the ones who, when Justin Jefferson sprinkles something nice out there about Kirk Cousins, he did that. He did that about Dobbs. He did that about Nick Mullins, and he did it about Jaren Hall. Like it don't matter. That's just the type of guy he is. And a lot of those guys are just politically correct. Like you're supposed to rep your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's any wide receiver who's going to get up there and be like, hell no, we need to trade him. I think the team should draft a quarterback. Like we need to go in a different direction. Like that's just not their place. You know what I mean? So of course, if they're asked the question about their quarterback, they are going to praise them and say good things about them. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. Because the way JJ and Addison were talking about Dobbs, you would think he's the next coming to Joe Montana. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. If you were to take their word for it, Josh Dobbs the best quarterback in the NFL. That's just how shit rolls. We could have beat any of the opponents we face this year. Be some yeah. I mean, listen. I feel like with Kirk Cousins. With Kirk Cousins, man, I feel like we would have been in a really good situation. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think with Kirk, we would have been in a good situation right now. You know, how you feel about them folks talking about Russell Wilson? Hey, look, I seen that, so I was gonna do a video dedicated to that, but I was like, I'm not even gonna waste my time. You know what I mean? Like, listen, 2 years ago, I'm gonna tell you like this: 2 years ago, before he went to the Broncos, I was all in. I was like, man, let's get Russell Wilson. I mean, I think he's still got some gas in the tank. Now I'm straight. Hell no. I don't want to go backwards and get somebody else's player. Like that just ain't what I want to. Like as a Viking, I'm sick of that shit, man. I'm sick of going after other people's quarterback that they done wore down to the ground and now we getting it. You know what I mean? Like, no. I rather go before I spend money on Russell Wilson. You better give up some draft picks and move up to the top 5 pick if we don't end up there and go get a damn quarterback. Hell nah. I don't want no damn Russell Wilson, man. Hell no. I'll be mad as hell. Like, man, you think we have curb sessions on Kirk? Boy, we be stomping Russ out every night. But we have Sierra so mad at us. Sierra gonna be like, you see them over there on Triple P? Yeah. We're gonna be on his top. For sure. Exactly, Sarah. Quit picking up other people's junk. Hey, facts, man. Facts. SKOL Diesel said, hell nah to Russell. Hey, word. Hey, we ain't feeling that, man. We ain't feeling that, Russell Wilson. And like Nick say, we have Jaren Mahomes. Oh, man, he close enough to Russell, man. He's small. You know what I mean? Same type of body frame. Like, listen, let him work. You feel me? And it don't take that much to be better than Russell Wilson right now. And I'm gonna tell you, 2 years ago when I was it was 2 years ago, a year and a half, whatever. I was in a group chat, sticking up for Russell Wilson. Like, bro, Russell Wilson's better than Kirk Cousins. He got, the Super Bowl. He been to 2. Like, he's proved he can win, balling out. You feel me? Balling out. There was a time at the Seahawks where he was one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. But hey, times change, man. Listen, that body, Sierra done put that work on that boy. It was over with. Like, for real, it was over with. Ever since him and Sierra tied that knot, boy, it was done. It was a wrap. You know what I mean? We don't need Sean Payton trash. Hey, facts. Facts, Mary. We don't know more leftovers. We ain't doing that. Shout out Adam in the building, man. My guy. Let's go, man.
And the Ric Flair.
Chuck Town, baby. Let's go, man. For sure. Let's see, man. We just need to be aggressive and drive down the field and score. Yeah, that's easier said than done. But look, we seen it happen. We seen it happen, Jack. So we seen it happen with Jaren Hall. He got us down there, no problem. No problem. He got us down there. It took the second drive. The first drive was a 3-and-out, but once them butterflies flew out of him, man, it was a wrap. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Sarah got shit stolen from her while trying to be good and give things away recently. She gets a free entry too. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out Sarah in the building.
And the Ric Flair.
Sorry, Sarah. Sarah just been seeming like she been having the worst of luck. The worst of luck. Eric, my bad, Eric. Shout out to Eric, Florinda, and Raquel in the building.
And the Ric Flair.
Shout out to you, man, for sure. Let me say it, if Kirk still at QB, the way he was playing could have been 2 seed. Yup. We would have definitely won games like Denver, Chicago, Cincinnati, and that Detroit game. Yeah, I feel like we would have definitely been way better off. Like that last drive that we seen last week with Nick Mullins, like that was a touchdown with Kirk Cousins. I can agree to that. That was going to be, we was going to punch that in. I mean, we was definitely going to punch that in. For sure, we was going to punch that in. Who knew Norris was so fucking nice? Hey, listen, I been knew Norris was that guy. For sure. I been knew that for a long time. I mean, Norris always looking out. For sure. Please draft our own quarterback. That's what I want to do too. Like, I'm on that, man. Quarterback. I ain't trying to have nobody else garbage. Know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see D Woods. Hold on, let me pull up D Woods here. Can y'all see D Woods? Because I can't see him. Can y'all see D Woods? You can hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't know why the hell I can't see you. Let's see if they can see you. Can you see yourself?
Nah, I can't. Let me jump out.
Make sure you got your camera selected. Yeah, I think you gotta
Yeah, reselect the camera.
Yeah. All right, hold on. I'll hide you right now. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. D Woods look like TJ Hawkinson. Oh, could y'all see him? Oh no, he said no, I can't see him. All right, cool. Papa Gary here. Look at Papa Gary using Adam or you incognito. Papa Gary incognito using Adam's thing. No, I texted. Let's see. There we go.
Better.
Now we in there. Let's get it.
Yeah. There we go.
Shout out my guy, right, man. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just getting off of work, you know. Thought I'd jump on with you. Appreciate the invite.
Man, you already know. Anytime, man. Shit, talking about these Vikings, man. We gotta goddamn get to it, man. How you feeling about the game, man?
Man, I'm excited, man. I really want to see what Hall got, man. I'm just a little upset that it took this long to bring him back on the field.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, I feel like he should have started, like I was saying, a couple weeks. I know so in his presser, he said that it took him 2 weeks to really get back on his rocker. You know what I mean? Right. But I mean, shit, yeah. Even with that being said, I mean, Atlanta game was week. I couldn't remember exactly what week Atlanta game was, but I think it was like week 6, maybe 7. Was it like week 6 or 7? So yeah, man, it's a long time ago, man. Long time ago, man.
I just felt if you was gonna bench Dobbs, you already knew what you had in Mullins. You shouldn't just went to Hall right back to Hall. Like, why even waste the time, man?
Especially like after the sample size he gave you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know, I also believe that Kevin O'Connell, they have so much faith in Nick Mullins being able to run the offense. See, I think Kevin O'Connell is real big on seniority, man. Like, we've seen that, right? Like, you've been on the team longer. You was with the offense last season, so I trust you more. And the truth is, like, with Nick Mullins, it would be certain drives where it's like, yo, this motherfucker can, like, he can run this shit. Like, we good. Like, he good. And then he just, like, crucial times, bro. Crucial times.
Last play of the game, game, man. You don't need to get it in one shot. You could inch your way up there. You tried to get it in one shot, and look what happened. If it wasn't for JJ on that last drive, and this is something people don't talk about, if he fumbled, JJ ran all the way off his route.
Yeah.
To go get that fumble and then line up, get set, and catch a 20-yard bomb for a first down and try to do it all over again. Like, come on, man.
Like,
I
mean, man, the man played his heart out, bro. Like, the man, that's what you call playing, leaving it, dog. Like, Justin Jefferson, that's the prime example of leaving everything on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, like, that catch was crazy again. You know what I mean? Just another crazy catch from him. Just solidified him as, the best wide receiver. I felt like he was the best wide receiver last year anyways. So there really ain't no argument for me. But you do got some people who will put like Tyreek Hill, which I get it. You know what I mean? If you want to die on that hill, go ahead. But shit, me, man, I'm going Jake Jizzle all day. You know what I mean? Like, ain't even no argument for me. But just, man, it's sad, man. Justin. So, and I was thinking about this. Shout out Darian in the building. I see you, Darian. Appreciate you. He actually said something for you. He said if Hall doesn't perform, I'm coming after you, Woods. LOL.
I'll give you the
address. Yeah, put an address on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, man.
The boy, hey, if you think about it though, Rap, KLC probably don't want Hall to perform. Because if he do good, everybody gonna be like, you took this long?
Right.
Like it's like Ty Chandler all over again. Like, you knew Madison wasn't doing the job, and look at this 100 yards. He done ran. What's going on, KLC? So, for KLC's sake, without the criticism, he better hope Hall is mediocre. But I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. To be honest with you, I don't think so either. And he knows that people are gonna come after him. Like, if Hall goes out there on Sunday night. And especially, and the crazy part, it's a primetime game too. So there's going to be a lot of eyes on the game, I mean, it isn't like the most exciting game. You have two teams that are kind of outside the playoffs right now and need the win to stay alive. But also other things have to happen, which, to be honest with you, like the Seahawks playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think there's a good chance the Steelers can win that game. I mean, their defense is really good. I think Kenny Pickett's coming back. So I heard. So, I think there's a chance that the Seahawks could drop one. So if we win, I don't know how it's exactly set up, but I believe as long as they lose and we win, I think we kind of swap back and move back into that spot.
We come back in.
So, I mean, but yeah, like you said, I think if Hall plays really good, he knows people are going to be looking like, come on, man, why you ain't do this, But we also got to realize too, with a quarterback, and you might agree, you might disagree, sometimes you can tell from one game, but then again, you have to, it takes multiple games. So do you feel like these 2 games is even enough? Like, because that's another thing that's out there.
I'll say, like, the way the pressure wise, and just like you go back to what you said with the primetime game, like, it's a lot of pressure on these last 2 games. I know they're going to downplay it and be like, oh, we just one game at a time, one drive at a time, one play at a time. But for you to be a rookie to get bounced out of your first start, and now you have to come back and the playoffs are on the line, regardless of what they're telling them on the sidelines or telling them in practice, like, that's pressure on you, period, because the 2 guys have just been benched in front of you. So even though, like, you're the next guy up, you still have tremendous pressure saying, like, I actually want to go in there and succeed. And you got to understand too, like, when the NFL, like, it means not for long. So you're only going to get so many chances to actually show if you have a viable backup or if you can be a starter. So, I mean, the boy got a lot of pressure on him, but he ain't no kid anyway, though. Like, he's like 25 years old with a family. So he got to eat too.
He got a little sprinkle of some vet in there. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. Like, although he's a rookie, you know what I mean? His mind is developed. Like, you hit that age 25 as a man, You know, you really
Yeah,
start to think different. You look at you take situations differently. I mean, the difference between a 21 and 22-year-old to a 25-year-old, man, there's a big gap
a
there. You
big
know what I
gap.
mean?
Yeah.
There's a big gap there. So, hey, I'm excited. I'm excited about him. I'm excited about him coming out. Listen, me and you, I know me and you both, we felt the same about Hall. We've been wanting Hall out there for the longest. To be honest with you, I mean, shit, I was ready to have Hall out there week 1. I didn't give a damn. Yeah. Shit, bench
Hey,
Kirk ass.
we want our own franchise QB. Like that's a lot of fans don't understand. Like
Right.
the Minnesota Vikings, we always get retreads like coming over here to try to help us out. Like we want our guy. That's why we still roll for Teddy Bridgewater because he's our guy. Like I don't care what nobody say. Like we still want Teddy Bridgewater to succeed because that was our guy. And shit, now Hall's up, so we want him to succeed too.
Facts. Hey, Frozen, you like that, innit? Jay Jizzle, you like that, innit? You like, hey, you never know, man. Shit, Paul Allen might say that. He might say, catch from Jay Jizzle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Smack and Cheese in the building, man. Shout out my guy Bandito, man. What's going on? Appreciate y'all, man. Let's give y'all a Rick Flynn there, man, for tapping in.
And a Ric Flair.
For sure, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. But so how you feeling all around about this Packers game? I mean, do you feel like there's a good chance to win the game? I mean, I'm always gonna pick us to win, but how you feeling about it, man? What's the vibes like?
I just feel like they gotta take care of business. And when adversity happens, like you're gonna see what this team is actually made of. Like we're gonna see what Kevin O'Connell is actually made of, what the front office is actually made of. It's like we're gonna see. Like I feel that they can go in here and if they ain't trying to scoreboard watch, they can go in here and just win this game and then figure it out later. But if they win this game, man, we got action at the Lions and last game of the season. Like I'm trying to go 2-0 straight up. Like even though we hurt, I want to go to the playoffs. Like I want consecutive playoffs years. Like we ain't had that in so long. So I want to see that. Like I don't care what nobody else say. Like even if we get waxed in the first round, like I want to go to the playoffs.
Right. I think I'm with you on that. Shout out Adam, man. Appreciate you, Adam, my guy, man. Charleston, you already know what time it is, man. Shout out Mike Charleston, bro. I don't care if you in Minnesota, man. You Mike Charleston, bro. That's a fact. But yeah, man, I'm with you too. Like I want to go to the playoffs too. Like I was just telling them that at the beginning of the show, like, I mean, the truth of the matter is if we go to the playoffs, I do feel like we're gonna be outmatched talent-wise. Right. But I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we done made it this far. You know what I mean? It's like, God damn. That's what I don't like what the Vikings do. Like, I hate, that's why I hate being stuck in this 8-8 shit, this 7. Yeah. Like, it's either be fucking 3 and 14 or goddamn be 14-3. Like that. I don't like that in between. Win 7 games, win 8 games, be picking number 20th through 15. Yeah. I don't like that, man. Like, it's either embrace the suck or be good. You know what I'm saying? And be actually competitive. I think if we make it to the playoffs, I mean, I know they say, hey, just get in the dance and anything can happen. But that's not reality, though, in my opinion.
It don't happen a lot. I mean,
usually the better team wins in the playoffs.
Exactly.
For sure.
Unless you're the Vikings defense and you play the Giants.
Right. And I know people will go back to like the Giants, you know, when they were a wild card team 9-7. But you got to remember that team hit their stride at the perfect time. And yeah, that could happen, but they had a ton of talent on that defense. I mean, they had Michael Strahan. I mean, they had some dogs out there. Yeah, they had some dogs out there for sure. Like they were just more complete team than what we are right now. So we can't say, hey, we're going to be the Giants in 2000, whatever year that was, 7, 8, whatever it was. We just can't. We can't compare ourselves to that. Like, yeah, we get in the dance. Hey, let's be lit about it. But the truth is, can we win a playoff game? Like if we have to go to Dallas, do we have confidence that we gonna beat Dallas in Dallas? Shit.
Man, I'll just be happy to go to the playoffs, man.
Me too, though. Me too, man. Let's get a horn for that, man. For sure, man. I'm with you.
I just want to go to the playoffs, man.
Yeah, for sure. Me
stay
too.
Positive. I ain't trying to lose right now, man.
Me neither.
I get it where it's like, oh, you lose, you might get a top 10 pick. I understand that. I do. But at the end of the day, it's like, what about the morale with this team, though? Like the younger players we went to the playoffs 2 times in in 2 years straight back to back. Like, they like, okay, this is a team I want to be on. Like, I don't want a losing culture, man. Like sometimes when you create a losing culture, it's hard for you to get out of it.
Right.
So, keep the pick.
That's true.
You know, keep the pick. Just go to the playoffs, man. Even if we lose.
Yeah,
So I
like,
just-
like, you know what I mean? Like, play to win the game for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, play to win the game. Put the best players out there. I'm gonna tell you, man. So, and shout out Yogi, man. 15-year anniversary. Let's go, man. My guy at the
That's
bar
right,
getting
Yogi.
litty, man.
Give me 2 caps and a Ric Flair.
Happy anniversary, man. Happy anniversary. You know what I'm saying? I would play the song, but they're gonna copyright us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, though, Yogi. It's our anniversary. You feel me? Like, for sure, man. Shout out to you. We got Day in the building, man. Shout out to Day in the building,
What
man.
up, Justin?
Shout out to you, man. We got Adam with the 50, man. Let's go, man. He say, my bro Adam loves rap. Let's get it, man. Shout out my guy. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
2 caps and a Ric Flair.
Hey, listen, anybody want to donate? I'm taking it tonight. You want to know why? My daughter already tapping me on the shoulder early this morning, man. You know what I mean? Hey, Dad, I want a pink iPad. I said, shit, you ain't getting no pink iPad today. I said, shit, but hey, we'll see how the show go. You feel me? Let's add Day in the building, man. Shout out Day in the
What up,
building.
Justin?
What's
Yo,
happening?
yo,
Let's see if it
what's
does-
going on? What's
No,
going
I-
on, everybody? Happy New Year. We're going to destroy the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Write it
Yeah.
down. We're going to destroy them.
Yeah, that's a
That
fact.
being said, if we do lose, you lose against the Lions. Forget that nonsense.
Yeah, that's
Minnesota
that's a fact.
mediocrity. Okay, that's the danger of saying, oh, we got to build a culture. One game ain't changing the culture. You either got it built or you don't. But we're not going to talk
Right.
about that right now because we're going to talk about this W we're going to put on US Bank Stadium. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
just jumping in
I
for a minute.
forgot that it was a home game too, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Like, I was like, damn, we do got 2 home games back to back like that. So that's another plus too, man, for
Mhm.
Jaren Hall to be able to,
Right.
run the offense as
Right.
clean as possible, hopefully. You know what I mean? We had the little thing earlier in the season where the crowd don't know, blamed it. We blamed it on the fans.
Oh,
We're
ain't that
cursing,
some
you know what I'm
BS,
saying?
man.
So
That seemed like, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. That seemed like it was like a year ago.
yeah,
You know what
no,
I'm
it
saying?
wasn't. It
This
wasn't.
season has been so whack up and down, left and right with all of these roller coasters we've been on. We start out 0-3 and then 1-4, and then we win a couple games, and then Kirk gets hurt, and then we win a couple more games, and then we start losing games again. It's just like, seriously.
Get your heart
Like
attack,
you
for
said a
real.
moment ago, I hate being in the middle. Being in the middle is the worst place to be. You
Yeah,
either want to
that's a
be
fact.
good enough to be competing for Super Bowls or you want to be bad. This middle stuff, I'm sorry. Culture is, yes, in theory, you could get stuck being bad. I agree with you, D Woods. But what's worse, being bad or just being mediocre? Sometimes being stuck in mediocrity is worse than being bad for 3 or 4 years. I'm not saying I want them to be bad. Let me be clear about that, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody here wants us to be bad, but
Yeah.
sometimes you have to take one step back from mediocrity to bad in order to take 2 steps forward from bad to mediocre to great. And as a 44-year-old who has seen this team be mediocre pert near his entire life, it's just like
Frozen said, I
He
love
asked
how
me a
Justin
question,
starts
Frozen boy.
hosting other people's
I know,
channels
right?
when
Now,
it's
he asked me a
not-
question, but all I'm saying is, hey, let's not talk about this, that, and the third. Let's talk about beating the Green Bay Packers, and then we don't have to worry about, well, should we win or should we lose? Because the loser of this game on Sunday, this is a playoff game. Whoever
Yes.
loses is out.
Yes.
Whoever wins still has a chance, but
Yeah, that's
we'll
a
see.
fact.
We'll
That's
see.
a fact. Like, I mean, shit. Me and Woods were talking about how we wanna win. You know what I mean? So we were like, cause my thing is like Woods is saying, I feel like as far as the draft pick goes, I'm kind of over that already. I feel like if you want to get your quarterback, you'll be aggressive. Because even if you're coming from 15, there's so many coming into this draft to
Mhm.
where it's like, you have some options. I feel like even a little later, and what was solidified is this weekend. All right, because
Yeah.
we have
You want
we have some good games. We get to see JJ McCarthy perform. We get to who else we get to see. Is there another one playing? When is Jaden Daniels even playing in a bowl game? I know they got to be playing a bowl game, or did they already do it? I don't know. I'm not sure if he's playing or not. LSU, but there's some games. I don't think so actually, because the only teams playing on Monday is obviously Bama against Michigan,
Mhm.
and then Georgia. Is it Georgia or is it? I can't remember.
Georgia and Washington. So Penix will be playing. Yeah,
Penix will be. Yeah, there you go. So Penix. So we get to see those. We get to see Ewers. No, I think Georgia's out. I think it's Texas.
That's
Texas.
I beg your pardon. Texas. You're right.
Yep. So Texas and Washington.
Right.
And yeah, so Ewers or whatever his name is too. You got people that like him. So we'll be able to see some of these guys. I'm gonna call this right now. I say that JJ McCarthy draft stock is going to rise after Monday. You hear me? It's going to be a big game against Alabama. People are saying that he's a second round pick, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he gonna make all those motherfuckers hush their mouth with how he ball out come this Monday. You hear me? Like Michigan, go blue, baby. Like
I was about to say, you're a little biased,
Let's go, man. I'll take JJ for sure.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So
like
Quasi, if you want to trade back and take JJ, I'll take him because I know that kid is a dog, man. You can see it in him, man. For sure. For sure, man. But how you feeling? How you feeling? What real quick, Dave? Because I wanted to get Woods. I was about to ask Woods a question before I added you on was about the defense. Because you know, Frozen. I think Frozen. Shout out I think Frozen, or how about no? Was talking about a article that came out where it was saying, you know, they think teams figured out Brian Flores as far as all they have to do is shift the line to the right or something. He was saying, it's up in the chat. But you know, besides that, I mean, teams have been putting up points the past couple of games. Like we went from not allowing the team to score a touchdown to all of a sudden motherfuckers dropping 30 balls on our head like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So how you feeling about the defense going into this game Sunday? Was like, you think we gonna step up and get back into that flow, man? What's up?
I feel the defense has been figured out, and I feel these next 2 weeks is real big for Brian Flores, because if he really wants any kind of head coaching job, he's gonna have to go back to this non-shit defense. And I really feel that. So the defense is missing personnel, but it ain't had the best personnel all season. Just be honest. Personnel ain't been good all season. So I don't know if Green Bay goes in there and cards us up, we in trouble. Like we in trouble, because I don't want the offense to have to feel like they have to like blow people out just to win the game. So defense is key this week. It really is. Absolutely, man. Shout out my guy, SKOL TY for sure. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. And shout out to Too Evil in the building, man. You know, Too Evil still going. Too Evil still got it going, man. 7 and 10. I mean, he has been calling that for the past 3 weeks. You hear me? For sure, man. He has been calling that for the past.
Did Too Evil just get in here, or has he been here for a minute?
I think he just got in.
I think he just got in.
So in other words, he heard I was on, and he said, "Okay, I got to get in."
Yeah, he like Ice-T. Yeah, you brought him.
Yeah,
you brought him for sure. You brought him.
Shout out Stack and Cheese. What's going on? Good to see you, and shout out everybody in here.
For sure, man. So what was you gonna say though, Dave? Like,
I'll talk about that defense. I mean, again, Flores has kind of been figured out, and that's called life in the NFL. Yeah. Other coaches watch tape. Other coaches say, okay, we're playing these guys. What do they do? And how can we scheme against it? And, you know, DJ Wanham being out. Who else you got on that D-line besides Danielle Hunter? You know, Harrison Phillips kind of been hurt a little bit. Sheldon Day's kind of been on the injury report. You're going to have to bring all the equipment. And I just say blitz Jordan Love. I mean, all you got to do is stop A.J. Dillon. I don't think Aaron Jones is going to play. So set up, run, blitz every play. Brian Flores puts 8 guys on the line of scrimmage, like 85% of the plays, and he drops them half the time, and he brings them half the time. Just bring it every play. Just run at A.J. Dillon, and if he doesn't have the ball, keep going to Jordan Love and surround him. Do what the other teams did against Josh Dobbs after they figured him out after 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember how Josh Dobbs got out of the way the first couple games, and then after that, everybody knew where he was going to run to. That's what you got to do with Jordan Love. He doesn't have Christian Watson, so they should be all right defensively. Packers put up a bunch of points and forget
that's a fact. Shout out Papa in the building, man. Let's go, Papa. Hey, you already know, man. You already know you're gonna hit that jack. We're gonna hit that jack here soon. I'm gonna tell you when to call in, Papa. I got you. You already know, man. We got to get the rant. You heard? For sure, man. He said, Too Evil said D Woods hates, man. My dog don't hate you, man. My dog don't hate you, Too Evil. You know what I mean? We all family. You know, I'm just
always ready for the smoke. That's all.
Yeah. You like that cousin, man. Hey, you like that cousin always popping up to the cookout, man. Just coming to get, 3-4 plates and don't want to hang around and kick it with the fam. You know what I'm saying?
And you didn't bring nothing.
For sure, man. Nah,
No,
that's
what's
all
real
love.
funny is for the last couple of shows, I've had to explain to people that Two Evil's just, that's just, he's
Man,
doing
Too
the
Evil,
bit.
my guy, man.
Right.
Listen,
Everybody be
Too
like,
Evil-
why are you so negative? I'm like, how do you not know at this point what Two
Nah,
Evil's
Too
bit
Evil,
is?
Too Evil, all love, man. Hey, listen, Too
Right.
Evil. To be honest with you, like he's somebody that I met personally and actually been around.
Right.
Shit, walked damn near a half a mile to the stadium with. Was
Oh,
around
yeah.
him for hours when I
Right.
was there. Listen, man, ain't too much motherfuckers as good as Too Evil, man, in this world. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I met him personally, so I know. You know what I mean? I met him in
Yeah.
the flesh. You heard? So shout out Too Evil, man. That's my
Absolutely.
brother, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, he get on y'all nerves. He don't get on my nerves. You hear me? Like I'm a boy. Cause I know him. You know what I mean? Like once you know him and you meet him, you'll know. Shout out Adam in the building again, man. Can't wait for SKOL Fest. Let's go.
You bet.
Now, D Woods, look, I know you out in Cali, right? What part of Cali you in?
I'm in San Bernardino.
Oh, so you right there with SK.
Yeah, we in the same city. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
you
for
right
real?
there with
Okay.
SK. Yeah, so shit, you need to hop on that flight with SK. Y'all boy, get that
Hey,
double
next
ticket, man.
year
You
I'm gonna
got
be
to
there
pop.
next year. I
I'm
already.
about to say, you gotta
All
pop
right.
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna bring you next
For
year.
You
real.
gotta pop out, you heard? For sure. You gotta pop out, bruh. Like it's gonna be lit for sure, man. You gotta pop out. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna actually do a mega show so everybody knows. We're gonna do a mega show schedule release. So the day the schedule gets released, that
Mhm.
night we're gonna do a show and announce the date of SKOL Fest. So man, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna get a bigger venue, so it's just gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot smoother, man. It was straight for the first year though, man. It was so much love out there, man. Everybody was kicking it, cooling it, man. We had so much people out there, man. So shout out to everybody in the building, man, that pulled up to that, man. For sure.
And the Ric Flair.
Hey man, so shout out Swervo, man. I see you, Swerve. Appreciate you. Hey, so how we feeling about Jordan Love, man, at this moment? Now that we're in week 17? This is week 17. Yeah. So I mean, Jordan Love, because real quick, Woods, this for you. We know that at the beginning of the season, I think I was on board too, Day. If you recall in the group chat, I was like, oh, I don't know. Hey, Love looking pretty decent. I think like the first like 2 or 3 weeks, I was like, I don't know, man. This some bullshit. Like they messed around and how they go from like how are they just so lucky, right? At quarterback. Like, you know what I mean? Like how the hell they just keep finding quarterbacks? You know, we need that guy in their front office that keeps pointing these guys out, you know. But then he started falling off. You know what I'm saying? Fell off for about 7-8 weeks. And now it looks like he's, you know, the last game, I guess he's his stock's going up a little bit. But how do you feel? Do you feel like he's a threat to this defense, man, on Sunday night? Like he gonna torch us on Sunday Night Football, man? What's up?
If he can beat the blitz and he can, you know, read it hot or whatever, like we're gonna be in trouble. But I mean, we still don't know what he is yet. The jury's still out. It's only his first year starting. We don't know, but if he can beat the blitz, it's gonna be a problem. That's the biggest thing with me.
Yeah. I think. What do you think, Day?
No, I totally agree. If you just sit back and play coverage, he's got enough to be able to do something against you. I'm not saying he's got enough to win. This Packers team, if they can stay healthy moving forward for the next 2 or 3 years, they've got a lot of youth at the quarterback position and the wide receiver position, not so much at the running back. But yeah, I mean, remember when Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Westbrook all came up for the Oklahoma City Thunder? And it's just like, okay, these guys are all young right now, but watch out 5 years from now. Now, of course, we all know that didn't last because Harden had to go, whatever, contracts, that sort of thing. But what I'm saying is their wide receiving core is very young right now, as is Jordan Love. But if they can get it figured out, they could be something. As far as right now, as I said earlier, they don't have Christian Watson, and they're a different team with Christian Watson. I'm not going to go as far as that knucklehead who said that Christian Watson is more talented than Justin Jefferson. Remember that stuff?
You think Christian Watson is that big of an impact player to the Packers?
If you look at their games when he's in versus when he's out, you can see a noticeable difference. Yeah,
I don't pay the Packers no damn attention like that. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. It's FTP, man. Drop FTP in the chat, man. FTP, man. You already know what time it is, man. I don't watch the Packers, man. Only time I watch the Packers is if we stomp in a mud hole in their ass. That's the only time. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if it's Monday night, Thursday night, if it's the only game on TV. I'm not watching it. You hear it? Like for sure, man. You see anything in the chat, y'all? You see anything? Wood, you looking at any comments in the chat?
Nah. Have you talked about the Russell Wilson thing yet, man?
Yeah, so we can touch on that because that was actually something I was going to ask you too, man. Listen, it's a hell.
I want to hear what they got to say first with it.
It's a hell to the nah for me. I'm gonna keep it real. For sure, man. It's a hell nah.
Let's
You
just
know,
say this.
and we actually the chat, we already been there. You know what I mean? We've been
Okay.
there, done that, man. Like we already said hell to the nah. I don't think there was anybody in the chat that said yeah. You know what I mean? So
50-50 on it.
what?
Hey,
Oh,
you know what? You know what though? Look. Hear
I'm
me
shocked.
out. I just talked to Zoe about this for like 30 minutes. So I won't make it quick. It's a crazy move, right? It's a crazy move.
You're right. It's a crazy move. All right.
I feel like this though, right? If he gets cut, he gonna get that 85 mil anyway, right? Right? Just because you great with the cap. He gonna get that 85 mil anyway, right? And I feel like Russell Wilson and his team or whatever will have a more cap friendly type deal to come to the table because he will be wanting to repair his image going forward to try to get in that Hall of Fame. Because you know, once you're in the Hall of Fame, that's just consistent money all the time. Every time they talk about you, Hall of Fame quarterback Russell Wilson. And for the past couple of seasons, he ain't been that. I mean, this season he has been better, but I think if Kirk Cousins ain't really trying to play ball and whatever like that, I can see Kwesi doing something similar to what the Cleveland Browns did with Deshaun. Basically say, hey, we're gonna come in here, we're gonna give you the money, but this first season on the cap, we only gonna give you so much. We already got that Kirk 28 billion if he walks, right? Let's just say we signed Russell Wilson for maybe 3 years, 4 years, 100 million or whatever. It don't look as bad because you can manipulate the cap that first year and start paying them next year when the cap goes up. When you paying JJ, and then it goes up again. Now you paying, Darisaw or whatever, and then you can put maybe a 20 million void year on the back of it. And I'm like, that sounds like a crazy move to me. Like that sounds like something he would do because it's
but let me stop you real quick. But is it something you would do? You know what I mean? Like
if Kirk walks,
feel you on that.
If Kirk walks, I do it because I feel like the team, I wouldn't say win now, but I would do it.
But bro, we're gonna be stuck with Wilson for another 3-4 years, and we gotta deal with this dude, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Woods. Listen. I was on your team. 2 years ago. I stated this at the beginning of the show. 2 years ago, and Day is my witness. When we were in the group chat, I was arguing about Russell Wilson being better than Kirk Cousins. I was dying on that hill.
Right.
Like, I was dying on that hill, like for real. Like we got into some real rough arguments, not me and Day, but like me and other people in the chat. You hear me? And I'm like, bro, Wilson a baller. Quit playing with the boy. Like, let's go look at the numbers. And he been to Super Bowls, and I like that, right? So, but right now though, I'm like, because I heard Day actually stated this on his show. We gave him a pass last season because Nathaniel Hackett, this guy's horrible. You know what I mean? Horrible. So I felt bad for Russell Wilson. I'm like, yo. Last season is kind of an asterisk. They're having that guy. Obviously, we seen what happened. He got fired right away. Okay, I get it. All right, he's getting Sean Payton. Let's see what he does. Now, this season, obviously, he's playing better than last season. But I mean, just for the what I think what it is, why I wouldn't want him. And I don't give a damn even if he's had a great season this season. It was an MVP front runner. I think my problem is I'm tired of taking other people's quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, I just want the Vikings because, like, if Russell comes here and let's just say he is decent, right? Let's just say he has he's a Kirk Cousins type of guy. It's like, and to be honest with you, I think right now Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson, and that's crazy for me to say because I would have never said that a couple years ago. Like, I wouldn't even be a thought in my mind. But again, man, I just think the Vikings finally need to find their own style, their own way, and I say that to say just fucking be aggressive in the draft, man. Like if you're going to spend that money, I'd rather you spend a first round pick and just move up and get a guy that you can put in there. Like, because we're seeing the CJ Strouds. We're seeing the Anthony Richardson. Matter of fact, we're seeing a couple rookies this season coming in and being able to play the game at a high level. I mean, Will Levis is doing decent. So there's other options, man, than to go after a guy that had a name 10 years ago and we think he's going to come save it. And we got to pay him mega bucks. Like, man, I'm straight on that. But I do get your point, though.
It's a crazy move. He always wants
on a second, guys.
Wants to buy low and sell high.
JJ, we see you. JJ, we see you. Okay? We on a roll here. You don't got to be spamming the chat.
Oh, JJ spamming the amen, Uncle Ray. Yeah, don't spam the chat, JJ. We see you for sure.
Come on now, JJ.
We see
You're
you,
our
we see
guy. You don't need to act like,
Your
a high
nephew,
school
your
prom
nephew.
date not getting enough attention for crying out loud, bro.
Your nephew.
We love you. We got you.
Let me bring up super chat, man. We got Darian with the 1999, man. I gotta hide
All right,
Day
you finish
real
what
quick.
you're saying, and then I'll give you my take real quick.
All right, he said just showing love to the bros. See y'all during the game on Yogi's Live, and I don't care what y'all say. I want us to get smoked. Oh damn! Too many Vikings fans trying to Kirk out of that first round draft pick, and Woods drunk. Ain't no way. Hey, we
I'm
are
just
trying
saying.
to Kirk. I like that saying though. Too many people, too many Vikings fans trying to Kirk out that first round draft pick for sure. No, bring Kirk back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But go ahead, Woods. What were you gonna say? Defend yourself, Woods. Defend yourself.
I'm just saying, like, I just sat there and I thought about it for a minute, and I was just like, if he gets cut, that's a typical Quasi move. Like, you want to, the guy's already low. He probably wants to repair his image somewhere else. He knows, like, we got like skill players all around. JJ, Addison, TJ, whenever he's healthy. I mean, the only thing we don't have is a running game, because at one time in this season, the offensive line was like top 5. Like, we good. So I see it happen. I'm like 60-40 on it or whatever, saying no, because I would like our own guy too. But shit, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Go ahead, Day. Go on your spill.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Go ahead, Day. Go on your spill.
First off, we're not going to need to worry about it because Jaren Mahomes Hall is going to tear it up the next 2 games.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's start there. Okay, now to get halfway serious. There is no way on God's green earth I'm giving Russell Wilson 4 years, $100 million on any planet in the multiverse. I don't care if you're a DC guy or if you're what's a Marvel. I don't care. In the multiverse of multiverses, no way am I giving that dude $100 million 4-year contract. Now, if my only 2 choices were to take Kirk Cousins off an Achilles injury or Russell Wilson, I'm taking Kirk Cousins off an Achilles injury. And anybody in here who's ever listened to me on my channel knows I'm ready to move off Kirk Cousins because of the salary cap issues and whatever else. Now, if the Denver Broncos seriously cut Russell Wilson, which I think is probably what's going to happen because nobody's trading for him and taking on all that money.
No,
I can listen to if Russell Wilson says I will play for vet minimum for 1 year, maybe, because then you're going to give Russell Wilson $5 million. You're going to count the 28.5 dead on Kirk Cousins. I can listen to that ostensibly, but he's not going to do that. So let's just stop pretending that he would ever do that.
Right.
I have zero interest at this point in Russell Wilson. 3 years ago, absolutely. Now, no, thank you. Absolutely not. I would rather, if Jaren Hall is garbage for the next 2 weeks, I'd still rather roll with Jaren Hall because it's only going to be his second year and he's making $500,000 next year. Yeah. I'm not afraid of having a year where we have to have bad quarterback play. It's not fun. We've seen it for half this season, but there's a point where you're clearing the decks of expensive quarterbacks, making market value. I'm not giving Kirk Cousins $40 million plus. I don't care how good he looked this year, because then his cap number is going to be $50 million plus. And you're still and by the way, Woods, I am so done with these void years and pushing money into the future. There's a reason why the Vikings are always $20 million over the salary cap at the start of free agency and are never in contention for big name free agents.
You could tell who works in finance. You could tell who works in finance, y'all. You know what I mean?
I want to pay off the bills.
I'm just saying, Justin, it sounds like a move they would do.
It does. I agree. I do agree. Shout out Steve. Shout out Steve with the 20 bone, man. Appreciate you, my brother, man.
Hey, listen, real quick, and then I got to get up out of here. Shout out to Sir Death. If y'all did you talk about it already or no?
No, I didn't, but I seen it, so I was gonna bring it up. Yep. Go ahead.
Shout out to Sir Death, who unfortunately is his 21-year-old daughter passed away today. I don't know the circumstances behind it. I don't know if she was sick or if it was something like a car accident or what happened. We don't know.
Right.
If you don't know who Sir Death is, JJ will tell you, because I believe JJ. We actually met. He came by SKOL Fest for about 15 minutes, and I got to speak with him for about 5. And he was just one really, really cool dude. You see him all over social media. He's the guy.
He's actually been on the NFL commercial. You know,
oh, really?
When they show the Vikings. Yeah. He's been on the
big
NFL
muscle
commercial.
guy, all kinds of tattoos and the horns and all that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you see him, you'll recognize him. But the point is that don't know the situation. Just know that obviously, as a father, it is an unimaginable thing to have to bury a child. It's something no parent should ever have to do.
Absolutely.
So thoughts and prayers to him and his family in this time of tragedy.
For sure.
And I hate to go out on such a low note, but I did want to mention it on here. So if you guys have anything at all, he said he's not going to be active on social for a while, and that he's not going to go to the game tomorrow. And obviously, again, it's not even about social. It's not even about football. It's the fact that 21-year-old girl, for whatever the case, whatever happened, we don't know. But thoughts and prayers to him. So
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
With all that being said, I got to get up out of here. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a pregame show or not, but if you guys didn't have a chance to see my show last night at Rap, referenced a couple of points that I made earlier. Go over to Purple and Gold for Days after the show, not right now, after the show. And if you haven't hit the like button already, why we only had 28 likes when we got 48?
And I know what the hell they doing, man. You see, I done said this before, man. You got people who like they sit on the wall and they don't, you have been to the club. And you got the motherfuckers who just want to look cool in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like all the booty on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like everything on the floor. But y'all want to be back there with the bros leaning on the wall, man. Listen, that is what we don't like. You know, shout out to the ladies in the building. I'm talking to the fellas in particular here, man. You know what I mean? Bring y'all ass onto the dance floor. Hit the like button, man. Wipe your feet at the dinner. You heard? For sure. But yeah, we'll definitely smack it. You know what I mean? Like go like you going on the dance floor and bye out. You know what I mean? Like get it done, man. You feel me? But shout out to you, Dave, man, for sure, man. I hope you have a happy new year. And
happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year,
I saw Colton in here earlier. Colton was in my chat last night. Hey, when's the next time you're going to rap and do something? All right, Colton. So there you go.
Shout out Colton, man. We in the building, man. You heard?
And after the show, also subscribe to D Wood's channel. If y'all already subscribed, you rocking with Purple and Gold for Days as well as Purple Pocket Podcast. Hit up our boy and hit me up too if y'all ain't seen me here. I will see you guys later on. SKOL Vikings, and we going to destroy.
Let's go, man. Holla at you. Hey, man, shout out Norse too, man. Norse is doing the giveaway for the flag. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. He's going to do a giveaway. I'll set it up. We're gonna get somebody else a flag, man. You know what I mean? Even D Woods might can win, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get you a flag back there, man. Get you one of them SKOL State of Mind flags, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, we feel bad. We definitely feel bad for Sir Death, man. Shout out to him, man. I actually have 2 pictures with me, him, and my wife. We take every time we go to a Vikings game and he's there, man. We get a picture. You hear me? So shout out to him, man. I'm praying for him and his family. I got 3 daughters, so I couldn't imagine. You know what I mean? Like it's just something I can't even fit my foot in that shoe. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna try. You know what I mean? But what I will do is support the brother. And if he needs anything from the community, he already know how to reach us. We right here. You know what I mean? So we right here for him. But yeah, man, let's keep him in our prayers, man, for sure. That's some sad news. Let's see, Gary, how about the love? How about that love from Adam? Hey, for sure. Shout out Adam, man. Listen, Adam been turning up tonight, man. Appreciate Adam. 250 bombs. A 20 bomb, I think. Like, shout out Adam in the building, man. Adam's been turning up for me, man. Appreciate Adam, man. Let's get him a Ric Flair, man. Let's go. For sure, man. But yeah, man, listen, what was we gonna do? Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Papa, whenever you get a chance, you can call in, Papa. You can call in too. What you got, Woods? What you gonna talk about?
I mean, we already talked about the Russ situation. I mean, it is what it is. We just gonna throw it out there. You know, I'm just saying it's not like it's a Viking move to me. You know, it is what it is. But it ain't gonna stop how I feel about Hall. Though I still want Hall the ball, and you know, yeah. I
think I agree, man. You know what I mean? I want Hall the ball too, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Too Evil with the $5 bomb. Appreciate you, man. Let's get Pop in the building.
He's still talking about losing.
Papa, you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Can you hear me, bro?
We hear you, man. Let's get it, man. The floor is yours, brother. You already know how we operate, man. Go with it.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Hey, man, before I go any further, man, 2023 has been a lot rough on a lot of us, man. And Sir Evil,
Sir Def.
Yep,
Sir Def.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sir Def. I just want to say to you, brother, man. I don't know if you're listening right now. I am definitely praying for you. We love you, man, and God bless your family, man. I have 2 sons, and I understand what it could feel like, man, to even think to have that, but you're actually going through it. Just want to let you know, man, God be with you, man, and your family, man. And so sorry for the loss, man. We are truly hurting for you, and we love you, man. So just wanted to say that.
Absolutely.
Now back to the business. To all the soldiers out there, to all the men and women of the purple and gold, man, I want y'all to know, man, it's a brand new day. We're getting a chance to see the guy that we actually drafted, and we actually wanted to see what he could offer this team for the future. My heart is right now, man, is lifted from. I didn't want to see any more foolishness from what we saw last week. I really want to see an investment. I really thought Hall should have started last week, and he should have got in for 2 home games to get himself acclimated to the offense in front of our crowd. Now he got 1 audition for a full ride in front of our fans. So you know what we got to do. We got to show up with him, man. We playing against a rival, man, in the division, man, that has really been one of the more successful teams in past time. They have been definitely one of those that have given us the blues. But guess what? On this day, we're going to give them the purple. We're going to give them the beatdown. We're going to cut the cheese, and we're going to bring them to their knees. Hall is going to ball out. I believe he's been waiting. I think he's been excited about his opportunity, and it was because I believe the fans and for the people around that love the Vikings, that the pressure got put on our coach to think about, hey, you can't just keep this man on the shelf and do him like Kellen Mond, not even give him a chance. So I think this is a fair opportunity, a necessary opportunity. The defense has really been, doing so much for us. I think that Flores is the defense is going to get a pretty good showing for us, but the offense will carry us. I'm expecting Hall to ball all the way out. I'm expecting him to put up. Now, this may sound crazy, but I'm going to go all. When I roll the purple dice, man, hey, when you go to Vegas, you always bet on purple. That's what we do. So I'm going to bet on my quarterback. I'm looking for him to lead the team downfield and putting up. I've been waiting for it, so here it is. 45 for the Vikings on Sunday. We are going to demonstrate what the future looks like with Hall. Hall will definitely get the game going. The players are going to rally around him. Hey, it's about time that the offense carry the team. I don't know if the defense can put up another shutout or a single digit. So I'm going to say this. Flores, if you can keep the points to 21, we'll carry it all the way with 45. So, hey, Minnesota Viking fans, get ready for a show. I think we're going to stomp out the Green Bay Packers, and we're going to mash them out all the way out, and Hall is going to ball and have a good time. And, hey, yes, the future looks bright. So get ready for Hall to ball, and everybody happy New Year's in advance before we get there. 2024, we're going to do a complete turnaround from what we did this year. But on tomorrow, we smack the pack, and we get back on the track with what we do. Peace.
Facts, man. Shout out Purple Papa, man. Love you, brother, man. Take it easy. And I'll talk to you, man. You have a great New Year's, man. We'll talk to you after the game for sure, man.
Hey, definitely, fam. Love you, man. And thank you so much for the opportunity. I am grateful for everything, and for D Woods is sitting there with you, for JJ, and for Too Evil, for all the soldiers I saw out there online, man. I'm glad I got a chance to get to know a lot of y'all this year. 2004, we're going to do a whole lot more, man. So Let's get hyped up, man, for tomorrow night. We beat the pack all the way up, and we're going to start scoring a whole lot more than we have been. It's time for the offense to really show what we can do.
Let's get that Ric Flair for my guy. Let's go. Let's go, Papa, man. Appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Absolutely, brother.
Right,
thank you.
Later. All right, man. Shout out Purple Papa, man. Always need that, man, on Fridays, man. Purple Papa always come through with the talk on Fridays, man. I look forward to that on Fridays. I'm going to keep it real with you, man. Purple Papa just know how to. That boy got the gift of gab. You hear me? Like, that's just what it is, man.
Yeah, he
drop your hey D Woods, drop your channel link in the chat real quick so that.
All right.
Yeah. D Wood's gonna drop it. Yeah, there we go. I think somebody dropped. There we go. My worth is, man. See that
Yeah,
wrench
hey,
gang?
thank you,
Let's
man.
go,
Hey,
man.
appreciate it.
That's what wrench gang is for, man. See, take notes, wrench gang. That's what the wrench gang is for. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my worthless, man, for sure, man.
Appreciate it.
Everybody else in the chat too. Make sure y'all go sub over there if y'all haven't subbed it, to sub to my guy, man. Make sure y'all over there supporting. You already know, great quality content, good content, talking Vikings football. But again, man, the quality is prestige. You heard? So you gotta make sure we supporting people, man. That's rocking with the purple, man, for sure, putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? But man, listen, sweep the Packers. Hey, score for life, Barber. That's a fact. We gotta sweep them. Let's sweep them, man. Pull the brooms out. You know what I'm saying? Pull the brooms out, man. What's your score prediction, Woods, man? What you got us doing, man?
I got us something like 24-17 Vikings.
24-17. That sound like a Vikings game. You know what I mean? I think the Vikings are gonna win. I think it's gonna be like 21. I see like a 21-17 game. I think it's gonna be close. For some reason, I don't know, man. Like the Vikings, when it comes to blowing teams out by more than one score, it just seems impossible for some damn reason. I don't know why, man. The Viking, and it's been, like I said, this has been before Kevin O'Connell, but I want to talk about Kevin O'Connell real quick while I got you on here with me too.
Okay, all right.
Because I kind of know. I feel like I know how you feel, but then I see so many people's opinions. And on top of Purple Gang's opinion, like we got some people in the chat that ready to get off of him already. I did a poll. You had people ready to fire his ass. I'm like, yo, seriously? So so how you feel about Kevin O'Connell? Like, what grade do you give him from an A to F? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your vibe?
I give Kevin O'Connell a C right now. And the reason why I give him a C right now because he only in year 2. So I feel like this. The first year we were playing with house money and we would end up being, 13-4 playoffs. That's cool. But this year has been like so much adversity, injuries, turning over the ball more than any other team, a lot of one-score games, like multiple quarterbacks. So I'm not saying I give him like, oh, this season is like a wash or whatever, but I want to see, can he actually grow next season in certain areas before I start to call for his job? Because you got to think about it like this. You don't want our franchise to start looking like Cleveland Browns or, the Cardinals or whatever, where you got coaches coming in every 2 years because every time they meet some adversity, they don't actually get a chance to prove themselves. And I feel like I do have my concerns about KLC when it comes to play calling, not starting playing certain players in certain positions, being extremely aggressive in the wrong spots and being not aggressive in other spots. Like, I'm going to criticize him all the way through, but next year is the year that I can say to myself, like, if he doesn't change certain things or actually gets better, then I'll start calling for his job because he will actually have, more games under his belt. But actually calling for his job right now, it's kind of unfair, man. Like I can't get with that, but we can criticize him. Like, right. For real, we can criticize him. And I feel like when it talk about Kwesi, I feel like Kwesi basically has given KLC a lot to play with. Like, he's giving them a lot of things to succeed. So when your general manager is able to trade for a top tight end mid-season and then re-sign them, and then they get rid of Donatel one season, and Flores comes in here and actually fixes the defense overnight, basically. Like, the management is behind him. I just feel like he has to fix certain things offensively to where, this team can actually get better and flourish. Just like you said, the one-score games is like, think about it like this, though, Rap. If you're an owner and you're going to be spending hundreds of $1 million on offensive players and you can only win by 3 points, like, it's kind of like, come on, man. Like, what we doing here? Like, you're going to be paying JJ, Darisaw, and all these other guys big contracts. Their offense got to start being a whole lot better. And that's my criticism of them. But it's a C right now.
Absolutely. We're going to get into it, man. Shout out Angel in the building. Here you go, brother.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Let's go, man. So my take on Kevin O'Connell. Shout out Dylan too, man. I don't know if I shouted you out, Dylan, man. Shout out to you in the building, man. And I see I see Ive 3 game. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. Just want to see Hall ball out, praying we finish the season strong. Hey, that's a fact. You know what I mean? I feel the same way. Me and Woods on that same vibe too. We was talking about it at the beginning of the show. We definitely want to see Ball do his thing. And it would be a story if we did make the playoffs and went into the playoffs with the rookie quarterback. That would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be crazy for sure, in a good way. But my thing with Kevin O'Connell, man, I'm a KOC guy, right? So most people know me. I'm a KOC guy. I think we made the right choice, and I still stand on that. I still feel the same way. Now, there's things that he does, like you said, it's fair. We do have the right to criticize. There's things we can criticize on. That's the truth. But I also look at this. I think this season actually shows me a lot more. It actually makes me appreciate Kevin O'Connell a lot more than last season. Because like you said, last season, house money, he's a rookie coach. He goes in there. I think this season, with the adversity that he was faced with, being that you lost Kirk Cousins, you know, which regardless of how anybody feels about him, he's our starting quarterback and he can put up numbers. So we all can agree that we would have been in a way better situation if we had Kirk throughout this whole season right now. I think we would at least be a 10-win team right now. That's a fact. I feel like that, right? But, you know, him losing Kirk Cousins, you know, Justin Jefferson going down, although we won some games, but, you know, winning those games without Justin Jefferson, I give some credit to Kevin O'Connell being able to put together an offensive game plan with a quarterback like Josh Dobbs. You know how hard it is to win a game with a quarterback like Josh Dobbs? You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, like, shit, him just winning those 2 games, I believe it was, man. Shit, that in itself is a damn task. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think many coaches out there are going to put him in a good position to win. And even the games we lost, right? Like, to me, the conservative shit gets on my nerves, right? The friendly, you know, seniority, instead the not putting the best football players on the field gets on my nerves. Those are things that I don't like about him. Like, because we already know about the running back situation, how we feel like, you know, Ty Chandler should have been the starting running back weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Like, I can't even remember how far back, in my opinion. Although I still like Madison, and I think there's a spot for him. I just think we aren't using them right. Like, I feel like Madison is good being a guy like how when we had Cook, like Ty Chandler can be the cook and Madison needs to come in and do what he did when we did have Cook. And I think that would be the best way to use him. But again, Kevin O'Connell, to me, man, winning 7 games this season, or let's just say let's say we drop the next 2 and we win 7, I still kind of praise him, man, because like this team, we just been going through it this year, man. The injury bug, we didn't have it at all last season. We were one of the healthiest teams in the NFL. This year, man, the football god said, F y'all, we gonna hurt y'all boy every single game. We gonna knock out one of y'all key players, you know what I mean? And we still pulling through, man. I don't know, man. Like, I just always ask the fans, like, if we don't have Kevin O'Connell, then who? You know what I mean? Like, who would be that much better?
Exactly. Don't say Brian Flores, please. Don't say that.
Exactly. Because Brian Flores, and I'll let you speak on this too, because to me, how I feel about Brian Flores is he's really good at defensive coordinator, but we've seen him as a head coach. Right. So we have evidence of what he is as a head coach. He never won 13 games as a head coach.
He's a Belichick disciple. None of them actually pan out as head coaches. Let's be real. I mean, Vrabel is probably doing good in Tennessee, but he kind of iffy right now. And he wasn't a coach; he was a player. So, right. I mean, the jury is out on these guys, man. Like they're not that good outside of Belichick. So I'm cool with him on a defensive coach role. That's it. But
I think it because people. I think people fail to realize, not everybody, there is people that know, but you know, when you become the head coach, you have to also build a staff. Is he good at that? You know, he might be good at like, you know, calling defense, being a defensive coordinator, but can he build a staff? Can he bring in his own defensive coordinator to help him, the right one? Can he bring in the right offensive coordinator? You know, can he have the right special teams coach come to the team? Do people want to actually come and coach with him? Like, does he give that vibe off? We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, at what he's doing now, I think it's perfect. You're the defensive coordinator. And, you know, I'm sure Kevin O'Connell kind of let you dibble and dabble into some important decisions as well, being that he does have the head coach history. I'm sure he doesn't just little boy him and say, hey, just stay in your place and do, because we know Kevin O'Connell nice as hell. So I doubt he says, hey, I'm not taking your opinion on what we should do on the offensive side of the ball because you're a defensive guy. Kevin O'Connell just don't rub me like that. Kevin O'Connell's like, hey, everybody come in. You know,
Yeah.
everybody come in. What should we do? You know what I mean? Like, I
Right,
think
right.
that collaboration shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And I feel like with Brian Flores, like when it comes to like him being a head coach, is like we gotta look at like the problems we have with Zimmer, right? When you are a good defensive coach and the team is good on whatever type of years they having, you're going to lose your offensive coordinator, which means you're going to end up losing that scheme. And if we keep talking like we want to draft a quarterback in the first round or whatever, we have to be fair to that quarterback that's drafted. So if we go away from Kevin O'Connell, we go away from Kevin O'Connell's scheme and whatever he's doing on offense and bringing a defensive guy like Flores. Let's say we be turning 14-3 next year, right? That coordinator is going to leave. So then that young quarterback that we're trying to prop up as our franchise guy, he got to learn a whole new system, you know, the next year. It's like I don't think fans actually think about that, like how it affects the players, like with like scheme wise. Like with Kevin O'Connell, he's built this culture in this scheme to where it's like, all right, I can go get Dobbs and see if that works or not. You know, I can, you know, play Mullins or play Hall. Like when you got defensive guys, like that scheme is always changing. Like look at how many coordinators Zimmer had.
Yeah. And I mean, it goes to put it in context for people that have like types of jobs where let's just say you deal with some kind of computer software, like where you're placing orders or something. You use this program. And then your job sends out a mass emails and says, hey, we about to start training on this new program starting January 1st, 2024. And think about how you feel where you're like, damn, bro, I hate change, bro. Like I done mastered this program. Now we got to do this and do that different. Like it's the same thing. Like with these guys, like they don't be wanting to hear that shit, man. Like, man, I done learned this whole offense, the scheme. Now you bringing in some other guy that I got to sit here. And some people don't have the motivation to even learn it because they feel like, damn, I just wasted 2 years. You know, it takes a strong person. That's what separates a good QB from a bad one too, is having that determination. Like no matter what type of changes we have, like that's what I respect about Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins, I have always said that, man. Kirk is a student of the game. That's a fact. Like I don't, it doesn't matter who comes in. Kirk gonna be willing to learn it. Like that boy gonna study that thing to the T, man. And that's what I do appreciate about him. I actually think Kirk would be a good like QB coach, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I think so too.
I think he would be a great QB coach, man. Like bringing in guys and being able to really teach them how to study the game and study the playbooks and stuff. I bet you he would be A+ at that. You know what I mean? Like for sure, man. Let me get some of these shout outs real quick. And well, Angel, I got a question for us too. We'll answer that, man, about Hitman. I mean, to me, I think Hitman over with, and we'll get into that for sure. I mean, he still brings value. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he brings value, but he's clearly not the same player he was.
Yeah, he's not the same player. Willie McLean said, I knew we were a fluke last year. This is why I wasn't shocked when we lost to the Giants. Yeah, I mean, last year, a lot of people were calling us a fluke. I don't care. I was on my high horse last year.
Shit, me too.
Like, listen, we won 13 games. I'm on it. Like, for real, as a Vikings fan, you couldn't tell me nothing. You hear me? Like, we were the best team in the NFL in my eyes. Just straight up. Like, when we were 9-1 and all that shit, I'm like, yo, we like that for real. I don't give a damn if we barely winning. God damn it, we winning. You hear me? Like, I don't care. For real. He said, Anthony said, what's up, Rat? What's up, D Woods? I think Coach KOC is okay. He has potential to be a solid coach. My only beef with him is that everything he's going to have to show that he can figure out the run game. Hey, good take on that. I agree with that.
That's
I agree with that. Shout out John Don in the building. I see you, John Don. SKOL Mafia said, I think the coaching staff stays the same for next season. I agree with that, SKOL, bro. That's a fact. I think we're gonna stay the same. I just seen my boy from Black Cat Panther podcast. They're a Carolina Panthers podcast, man. Shout out my guy Q. They actually did a show tonight about Brian Flores, saying that, hey, the Panthers need to make a move. You know what I mean? They want
he ain't going there.
My boys want Brian Flores, man. Them boys want Brian Flores. They trying to snipe him. They trying to snipe him from us, man. Yeah, I'm saying
that's the one place he ain't going.
Yeah, I think if Brian Flores was to go somewhere, in my opinion, I think it would be somewhere like maybe Washington if they decide to move off, because They'll have a high draft pick. They might be able to get a guy like Caleb Williams. I think although he's a defensive coach, I think he wants to make sure the team has some kind of the Panthers are in kind of like a gray area right now where it's like, Bryce Young didn't really show any flashes that he could even be good. It's almost like next year is going to be another trial year for Bryce Young to where like Anthony Richardson's, even the slim amount of games he played, like you could already see it there. CJ Stroud, you could see it there. Like you see, okay, we got our guy. I think the Panthers are still kind of in a gray area where is he the guy? Like, I don't know. He played 17 games, but is he? Because the mother game been showing nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I was on him on college, man, but he ain't been showing nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I say Zimmer is the next head coach for the Patriots. Hey, they said Zimmer might make a comeback for sure, man.
He ain't getting a head coaching job next year.
Yeah,
he might get a DC somewhere. He ain't getting a head coaching job. And I'm a Zimmer guy, like for real. But I don't see it happening.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Unless the team's desperate and just has
exactly.
It's for sure. Shout out Anthony Webb in the building. He said, "What up, Rap? What up, D Woods, man? Shout out to you, man. Appreciate everybody that tapped into that, man. For sure."
Too Evil said the Patriots gonna have Brian Flores next year as a head coach. Let me explain to you real quick why that doesn't make any sense. Me personally, Bill Belichick is probably one of the best coaches to ever coach football, right? We can talk about, was it Brady? Was it Bill? Whatever. We can talk about that. You don't want to be the guy to come after a Hall of Fame coach because everything you do is going to be compared to that guy. Like, that's not going to happen. And I don't think Flores would set himself up for failure like that. He's too smart for that. Like Rap said, it would have to be like a Washington or something like that.
Yeah. Shout out Caesar in the building. I see you, my guy. Appreciate you tapping in with us, man. Appreciate you. He said, let me see. He said, if the team brings back Kirk, this new management is scared to build their own squad. No more in the nightmare. That's another thing that, and I agree with that, Caesar. Like, that's the thing. Like, you still trying to hold on to Rick Spielman's, thing. It's like, when are you gonna have your own identity? Because we're going on year 3. Like year 1 and 2, I get it, because you can't really change the team up that much in 2 years, like in reality, you know what I mean? So, but reality is this year you have the opportunity. It's in front of you now because Kirk is a free agent, right? You have, I think there's we have so many players that are on contract years, bro, that could be like, literally this team could be empty after this season, man, if they let everybody walk that needs the contract. So, I mean, there's a lot of things this offseason right here is very important due to if you want to build your own identity as a team. Now, if you bring in a bunch of young guys, we might have some tough seasons ahead of us, right? But again, you can always go big in free agency. I want to talk about this free agency, right? I always say my philosophy is this: you win Super Bowls in free agency, in my opinion. Now, yes, the draft matters. You have to draft right. But if you want to win a Super Bowl, like if you want the quick win a Super Bowl, because I want to say this, people always were talking about the Rams and they were saying how, they might have won a Super Bowl in 2019, but then they were trash. All right. Well, we got to remember it was 2019. That ain't that many years ago. And now all of a sudden they're right back in it. I mean, and they playing at a high level right now. You know what I'm saying? With Matthew Stafford. It wasn't that bad is what I'm saying. So, like, that's why it's okay to go all in free agency. The year they went in and got Ramsey and got Matthew Stafford, and they just went in and started getting all these superstars and put together, a Super Bowl roster. That's what they did. I want the Vikings to be aggressive like that. You know what I mean? Like, in free agency, we see these big names come available. Man, call their phone. You know what I'm saying? Call their phone. See what they talking about. Hit the jack.
For real. We got to have the money to do it, though. That's the thing.
We do have to have the money to do it, but that's what I'm saying though. This season right here, we're about to have a ton of cap though. Like our cap is about to be big. It just depends on if we sign Hunter, if we sign, obviously we're going to bring back some of the players, but we have a bunch of players that are on contract that can walk out the door, and you're going to have freed up money. Like we can literally change the identity of the Vikings this offseason right here. You know what I'm saying? Like we could. I don't know if I want to change it all the way, but as far as quarterback, yes, I want to move off of Kirk, man. Now I know Woods, man. I know you a Kirk guy. You feel me, y'all? My boy Woods, he a Kirk guy, man.
I just understand it. Like I understand how this team thinks, how does whatever. But if if it presents itself to us to get a quarterback in the draft, not identify a quarterback in the draft, because I don't really care if it's the first round, second round, for as long as they identify their guy, like I'm cool with it. I just know like how this team views Kirk, and I'm not going to be surprised if they even try to bring him back. But I do think Kirk still gonna want to get paid. Like he ain't finna take no team friendly deals. Like he's Kirk Cousins, he ain't doing that.
And that's where the talks are at right now, where it's like, is Kirk really gonna come to the table and say, hey, I'll take a veteran minimum to play for the Minnesota Vikings? Like, I know you said you want to, retire a Viking, but do you really? You know what I mean? Like, do you really? Like, come on, let's keep it a buck here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nice. That's why I say we can't read too deep into these press conferences and shit.
Right.
I mean, like, these guys are going to say the politically correct thing. Like, you can tell the guys that didn't give a damn about the press. I name a couple of them. Terrell Owens, Marshawn Lynch. Like, there's guys that just really don't care and they just going to speak their mind. But I'm going to tell you right now, most guys in the NFL, they're going to keep a professional level when it comes to that podium, man. And they're going to ask questions because they know it could affect their money if they say the wrong thing, because other teams are going to shun them too. Like, oh, I don't want that in my locker room. If they really speak their mind, like if they really feel. Everson Griffin was one of them on our team. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But I mean, shit, there's like that's the thing, man. Kirk said he wants to retire a goddamn Viking, but do he really though? You know what I mean? Like, I think the money is what's going.
The money's going. Yeah, exactly.
And shit, will he be able to get it? With us bringing Hunter back, with us Darrisaw. We got to sign JJ. I mean, I don't see the math.
I don't see all that happening at once.
I don't see the mathing, man. It's going to be a fun offseason, to say the least, man, because this is going to be one of the most exciting off seasons, because we're going to definitely see a shift in our team, man. So we got 2 games left. We got to go out there, handle business against the Packers, which I believe we will. Me and you both have them winning. I honestly think we're going to win this game on the ground. I think Ty Chandler is going to have a big game. I just feel it that Ty Chandler, especially with Jaren Hall being the quarterback, man, you have to establish the run. I know somebody said it in the chat, man, about KOC. One thing he doesn't like about KOC is that he's not figuring out how to get the ball moving on the ground, which I agree. You got to be able to do that, man, in NFL, especially in December, January. If you want to play, man, you got to know how to run that rock, man. You know how to run that rock, man. And Ty Chandler gives us the best shot. He wasn't able to get going last game because we ain't give him the ball. Like,
running backs need rhythm, man. You got to get them in rhythm.
Yeah, like some just get in rhythm fat sooner than others. No, some running backs take 2 quarters. Some only take a couple touches and then they right there. Ty Chandler, he a quick learner, man. That boy, you give him a couple runs, man. Just give him some rhythm, man. But you can't hand it off and in the next 10 plays you passing. I mean, for sure, man.
You can't do that.
Can't do that, man. But hey, man, shit, we about to tap out, D Woods, man. Listen, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for,
tonight,
let me get on, man.
Man, you already know anytime, man. Anytime you want to hop on, man, you let me know, man. You see me going live, man. Ain't no thing, man. Shit, we can get it rocking, man, for sure, man. Maybe in the off season, man, we get some shit going together. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a great season, man. It's gonna be plenty content for this all season with these Vikings, man. I'm telling you.
Plenty content, man. I mean, plenty content, man. But hey, SKOL Vikings, baby. Let's get this dub, man. I got us winning 20-17. What was yours again, D Woods? Real quick.
Mine was 24-17.
24-17. I got 20-17, man. Either way, you cut it. The Vikings are getting this dub. I don't give a damn. FTP, man. Drop FTP in the chat before y'all get up out of here, man. Let's flood it, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my bro. Holla at your boys. Let me give y'all that Ric Flair before we get up out of here, man. Let's go.